Hello students. So I'm here with a very fresh and a new video with a poem that is Fire and the Ice. So this poem has been written out by Robert Frost and it is associated for Unit 1. So as of we have seen in the previous video about the dust and the snow, the dust of snow. So here also we have a very symbolic poem where it will be giving out the meanings and the information which is contrary for each other. The subject of this poem will be contrary and contrasting to each other, and it gives out lots and lots of informations regarding the emotions of a human. So let's not delay and let's dig in with the poem. So I'll just read out the poem line by line. Please do follow up me. So some say the world with end in fire, some say in ice. From that I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Some say the world will end in fire. So some say that the world will be ended up with the fire. And some also say that end up in the ice. From that I had tasted of desire. Desire, it's nothing but a want. Want of a human will be more so that he will be perished. I hold with those who favor fire. So he hold up the fellows who will be having a favor of fire. But if it had to perish twice, if the human will be perished twice, that is in the sense of ice or the fire, I think I know enough of hate to say what for destruction ice is also a great thing. So in the first stanza we saw that the fire which may also create up a mess, and with the desire of a human being it will perish, and the second time he is going to perish with the ice too, but with the hatredness. And then it also says that of destruction of ice is also a great thing, and it is also powerful than the fire and would be sufficient. So the destruction for the life of a human, this hatredness and the desire would be sufficient. Nothing else they need. So if you want to look into the depth of a poem, so the poet is very strongly, symbolically, he is just representing the contrary words, that is fire and the ice, where the fire is used as an emotion of desire and that ice of hatred. And he has used this idea for the people who have their own possible explanation for the end of the world. One of his opinion that fire is alone can destroy each and every possibilities of life on the earth, while the other may end up with the ice, and extreme low temperature could cover up the earth's surface and it would lead to the end of the world too. Both the components are compared with the self-destruction human emotions. So both desire and the hatredness are compared with the self-destruction of the humans. They doesn't need any weapon to kill up and end their life, but these two things are sufficient. This is what the poet is giving out the information. And then the poet originally, he says that, and he has opinion that he has been very closely associated with the fiery desires, and even considers it will be capable of bringing up the human beings on the verge of destruction. Thus, he considers fire as more competent for destruction, but he thinks that icy hatredness is just as capable of running, though the slowly and steadily, in the human hearts. Therefore, if earth was to end twice, it would end with ice, would be led to the silent damage, and similarly the fire would be of pure passion and the reason for it would be the eyes. Thus, the poem, very artistically, it is underpinned the philosophy that it let all our emotions rule us, and if they don't control them, if we don't control them, they will surely bring us all the verge of the chaos, in the sense it can be an end of all the things. So we have to just control this desire and the hatredness and balance on each other, and to keep up our emotions and have a goodwill and have a thought in mind that we have to do good for others. So the basic theme of this Robert Frost poem is of destruction. The destruction maybe happened with fire and even the ice. The potential of the hatredness and the desire. And even in this poem, the forest explores, and the first time it explores with amazing the equivalent brevity. Two forces which have been potential to bring up the destruction to the world. The first of these two, desire, which Frost likens is heat and intensity of the fire. The analyzation of the poem is very unique in nature, and it goes with many of the poetic devices, so that will be explained in our detailed notes. So this is what the poem explains: the destruction of the human with two devices, the controversial devices, the contouring devices, that is fire and the ice. So when you don't balance up, you'll be led to the destruction. Though one is of heat and one is of cold, but though you go to the either sides, you will be ruined. So not to do that, so let's balance our emotions. So hope you all are understood the poem. So I'll be seeing you up in my next video, something like this, with a new thing. So till by then, revise the poem. Happy learning.